Well, hello there and welcome to another episode of Ollie's Farm. And today, as you can see behind me, we've got the straw over there. And I don't know if you can see here, this is the area we usually use for making a fodder beet clamp. So this week the fodder beet on the farm is going to be harvested and we're going to need a place to put it. So basically what I'm going to do today is make a clamp using some of that straw on this concrete pad here and basically make an area where it can be stored. But first I'm going to have to move the cattle float trailer out of the way. So there we go, that's the cattle float moved over there, and I'm now going to get back onto the JCB because I'm going to get some straw which I'm basically going to use to line the front of this concrete pad here all the way to that edge, and then all the way from this edge here all the way down past the JCB here down towards those pallet forks there, because I should think there's probably the best part of 300 tonnes coming in, if not a little bit more than that. So but it all depends obviously on the year and what the yield's like, etc, etc. Sometimes the fodder beet goes right back over there and we really struggle to get it in, but I shouldn't think it'll be too much of a problem this year. So yeah, without further ado, let's get moving some straw. Okay, so I've just decided to put the butt rake on, just basically because I can get 2 bales on at a time, which is going to speed things up a bit. I think I'll be here all day otherwise. Got to try and be fairly precise to try and line up the bales so that the fodder beet can't escape through the sides. Ideally it would be nice to have a proper clamp wall running all down the side here, maybe concrete or made with girders and sleepers. Okay, so I'm part of the way there now. As you can see, I've got a couple of bales on the JCB here. These are the bales I've stacked up so far. I've gone 2 deep and tried to keep them together as much as I can, but I might just squish them up a bit later on. So this is the back of the clamp basically. Obviously that's the concrete area here, and now all I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some bales on this side all the way down to the edge. As you can see, all of the straw is lined up nicely along this side and at the back there as well. So this week the fodder beet harvesting contractor is going to come in and harvest the fodder beet, and then the fodder beet will come in and it will be offloaded into this clamp here, where we will then be taking it out throughout winter, feeding it for the cattle. And the cattle they're not getting desperate for the food now, but it is getting towards that stage now where they really need that extra food. Certainly the Belgian Blues, the young heifers who we've got growing on in the shed, and also as well we've got some store animals as well, which I'm not sure I've showed you in depth yet, but I'll show you some of the store animals for fattening. And I mean, it's getting to the point now where they would really appreciate the extra food, so the fodder beet. So I'm just actually going to go and check on the fodder beet crop now, and I'll show it to you once more before it is harvested. Well, here I am back on the fodder beet field, as you can see, and I think I've found the biggest fodder beet I've ever seen in my life. It is absolutely enormous. It's quite hard to pick it up on camera, but basically, like, that's my Wellington boot there, and that's the fodder beet. You do get the odd fodder beet, just like that one back there, which can be abnormally large. Now and then you do get these freak ones. So as you can see, we're just checking the crop once more for the final time. And actually, in the time that we've previously walked this field on one of my previous videos, which was this crop is going to save our cows, the fodder beet has actually altered a lot since that last video. The crop is now ready to be harvested. It's more or less finished growing now. So what we're going to do this week, the contractor's coming in, I think probably Wednesday or Thursday, and they'll harvest it, and they'll also cart it into the yard as well. I think the contractor we use is a chap called Paul Stent, and he harvests sugar beet and fodder beet as well. He's got two big sugar beet harvesters, and I'm hoping I'll be able to get some footage of it if I'm around at the time, and I'll be able to show you guys Paul harvesting the fodder beet here and maybe have a word with him on the camera. So basically the whole purpose of today making the clamp back in the yard is that when this is all harvested, we'll be able to bring it back into the yard, and the straw will create a barrier stopping it from spilling everywhere, and also we'll blow some straw onto the clamp with the John Deere and the straw blower, sorry, and basically we'll make like a cover for it to protect it from the frost during the winter. So there we go guys, that's all from me. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and as always you can follow the Ollie's Farm Instagram page, which is ollies.farm in the Instagram search bar. And if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, it's much appreciated, but only if you enjoyed the video, and you can subscribe as well also. So as always guys, do comment, rate and subscribe for plenty more videos to come.